All right, some tough options here. You got to choose the lesser of two evils in Would You Rather. So would you rather get rid of one bad habit or get one new good one?
Get rid of one bad one.
No, get new one good one. It's because I think bad is subjective, and what you think is bad, I don't think it's so bad.
Well, I think these are all subjective, and I think what it is you'd have to rank how bad is the habit and how good is the good one.
I have a murder habit. Yeah, that's a bad habit. You want to?
You don't have a murder
No,
habit.
I'm using that as an example of you're like, oh, the habits are. I'm saying you know when there's a bad habit
and
in your
you
life.
would have to qualify them. I mean, there are habits that you can have a small bad habit, small good habit, or you can have a big of both. So I think they have to be on the same level. So you'd have to change a big bad habit and a big good habit. A big good habit. A bad habit would be anything from doing drugs, sleeping around on your wife or husband, things like that. Oh, I've got a habit of just sleeping with everybody I meet. That's a bad habit.
I can't help myself.
Yeah, I can't help myself. I just throw it everywhere.
Meth every day on the reg.
Yeah, bad habit. That's on the higher categories. And murder would be
And I was using that as an example.
Yeah.
I like all my bad habits. I'm not giving up any of them, and I would love to add new good ones.
Okay, what for you would be a good habit? What would make you feel good adding a habit, Virginia?
New good habit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe to do better with some sort of a savings account or something.
Okay.
Do
Saving, investing.
Yeah.
Those are always good. Working out, sleeping, drinking water, those kind of things are all good habits you could add.
Yeah, for me, I feel like if I got one or two of my bad habits out of the way, because there's good habits I have that I like, that I think would only get better and stronger and help my life even harder if I got rid of the bad habits.
I think, at least for me, and I think this is all relative to the person, to me, it's harder to get rid of a bad habit than it is to bring on a good one.
Agreed.
That's been my experience in life. I've got a couple things where I'm like, I really need to probably knock that down. And it is so much harder for me to get rid of those little bad things that I'm doing than to add into something else that's good.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah. So for me, I'd rather get rid of one bad habit.
Yeah, if I got rid of the bad habits, because the good habits that I have, I really like.
Yeah, it's addition by subtraction to me.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I disagree.
Well, she's triple downing on.
Yeah.
I think I'm perfect, and I just need to add more good stuff to the already awesomeness that is.
Okay, all right. Balances it all out.
She don't believe that. She's being a bad guy wrestler right now.
She is, okay.
She's a sweetheart off the mic.
Okay, would you rather eat only your least favorite foods forever?
Oh.
Or get to eat your favorite foods that are delivered by a guy with an open lip sore that has a reputation to nibble?
Oh.
Damn. And the food I hate, I loathe with a passion.
Yeah, you think about the stuff that it'd be cottage cheese and tofu.
And crawfish.
Yeah, that would be your meal.
I got to go lip sore.
Unobstructed.
Sorry, lip sore.
But you get all kinds of pierogies and pizza delivered by this guy. It has this huge, and it's seeping a little bit.
I will take lip sore pierogies all day long.
And everybody's like, this guy keeps eating all my food. So and even when you look at your food, it looks like somebody's taking a bite of it, or it's just a little tainted. Lip sore Larry.
Okay, so after Lip Sore Larry delivers the food, am I allowed to put it in the oven? Because if I heat it hot enough,
you could.
it could kill all of his lip sore bacteria.
Yeah.
Give me herpy hoagie all day long.
Herpy hoagie, okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
I'm going to go the other way. Just give me the food I don't like. This is going to be just my new life.
You have to eat
every bite you take of the food you like, Jbird, all you're going to do is see Lip Sore Larry.
I can't.
Crawfish?
Yeah.
Crawfish tofu.
It would be the tofu I'd rather do than the crawfish.
Really?
That's how much I hate crawfish. I just don't. It looks like it's got eyeballs sticking out. It's awful.
You've never even taken the time to have crawfish. Have you eaten crawfish?
A billion times. I've been on this show for almost 20 years, and you're asking if I had crawfish with all the dumb pranks we've done and games.
You bitch a lot about crawfish. I hear you a lot. I've never seen you actually eat crawfish.
There was a bit.
You're like my kids.
Whatever.
We don't like that, and they have never tasted it.
We did a bit where I had to eat crawfish eyeballs at our old radio station, so don't even come at me that I've
Crawfish eyeballs is not a thing.
Well, dude, we did it. Whatever the little googly eyes are, I had to eat them, and it was awful.
Dude, we did it.
Yeah.
Nobody eats crawfish eyeballs.
Well,
how about this? I'll make you something crawfish, and I think you would like it. I'm going to make you crawfish bread. It's like this garlic bread with cheese, and you cook crawfish into the dough. It's so good. I'll make it for you, baby.
Gosh, I mean, crawfish, it almost smells, I don't know, I can't even say it. I'm not even allowed to say it. And you know where I'm going.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay. I would rather have my least favorite foods. I
Me
can't
too.
deal with lips or Larry. I would, yeah.
I'm going least favorite
No,
foods, and I'm just going to.
There's no way,
I
dog.
now just eat for nourishment and just
Yeah.
to live, and I lip sore Larry.
What happened to baking it at 4:50 and cooking down the diseases?
It's lip sore Larry. He's in my head.
Well, see, your food's not going to be the same. You're going to be overcooking your food because your food was already cooked to perfection when it arrived, and now you're going to cook it again.
I really hate crawfish.
Okay.
Do you have a food that you know you hate with a passion?
To that level, like you do crawfish? No. I don't think I can't think of anything that hits me the same way crawfish hits you.
Oh, if I had to eat crawfish and raw onion, I would go into the deepest, darkest depression.
Oh, crawfish sautéed in onion sounds delicious.
No, you can't saute it; it's raw. You just eat it with the crawfish. If I had to eat, if that's what we're saying for that,
Yeah.
deep, dark depression.
Okay. All right. Would you rather trust your survival to a smiling, hungry bear or a chubby, snarling squirrel? You got one or two, and you got to spend an hour with one of the two in a room. What do you want? The bear's hungry, but it's smiling. The squirrel, he's chubby, and he's snarling at you.
Well, the bear's smiling because it's basically Uber Eats for him. It's right there.
That's why he's happy.
It's presented.
I would always pick the squirrel over the bear. You don't know how these animals are going to act. And I feel like I could take a squirrel. I can't take a bear.
Yeah,
Now, look,
okay.
I've told you guys a bunch about the squirrels in this area. When they unify, when they get together.
It's just one.
Yeah, true.
Just one?
It is. Yeah.
Well, it's easy. It's got to be the squirrel.
It's got to be the squirrel.
I can take the
I
squirrel
think so
down.
too.
Yeah.
I think so too. But you just don't know the temperaments. You know,
There's some pissed off squirrels.
yeah.
They are, especially in West Palm Beach.
All right. Would you rather have to always wear wooden shoes or none at all? Have you ever worn wooden shoes?
Never,
My
but
mom
they
was-
look so uncomfortable.
They're the most uncomfortable thing. My mom was an exchange student to Holland, and so we had wooden shoes growing up, and I just remember always putting them on, and they're terrible. They just cut into your feet. You have to wear these thick wool socks with them on top of it, and even then, they're just. I'm like, what are they doing? Whoever thought the concept of wooden shoes was a good idea?
It's really hard to sneak around.
Oh, no, they're so loud. Yeah, they're so loud. You ever tried to play basketball in them? Not good. No.
But you can kill it tap dancing.
I really want to get some wooden shoes now.
I went home and they're still there by the fireplace. So,
Aw.
which doesn't seem like a safe place to keep them, but that's a different story.
They're still ticking.
Yeah, they still are there. I'll have to get those in here. So what would you rather do? Have to always wear wooden shoes or none at all?
This is so easy for me. I barely wear shoes as is. It
true.
sounds like I have wooden shoes.
Yeah.
I got that. My mom's feet. You know,
Yeah.
I have hard feet.
I think I got to go none at all.
I would go none at all too, especially if you're talking about Florida, yes. Now, if you're talking about living in a cold climate that has snow, as much as it sucks, you'd have to go wooden shoes.
Yeah.
They say you should go out every now and then and barefoot. Go out in the grass, really, really feel that earth underneath your feet, live in that moment. They say it's good for the soul.
Get some
Absolutely.
ant bites.
Well, look, trying to be positive over here. It's really hard.
Would you rather live in a world where there is no crime or no privacy? What's a better option?
I like privacy.
I like crime. I don't know. That's a tough one.
I would go with no crime because think of everything you take away. Crime includes murder, all those kind of things, taking that away. I mean, privacy.
Jbird loves murder.
I know he does.
Specials, murder specials, not the act.
Privacy, if you just got used to it being, all right, everybody knows everybody's business, so what? We're all human. We all do the same stuff.
Oh, everyone on the block can see me take a dump. That's where it would be at.
Yeah, we would. But you know what?
They can see you, but you can see them.
What would you rather have? Somebody watch you taking a dump or get murdered?
I mean, obviously, I'd rather have them watch me take a dump.
So what's the better option?
I guess people watching me take a dump.
Yeah.
We bullied him into it. No, Jbird, you must pick what we picked.
Well, Kevin comes back out with murder.
We'd make it a listener event.
Oh, I know. It would be terrible.
Some people would be more fun to watch poop than others.
I agree.
I would definitely have a ranking system. And there are some people that I would be like, I'd stop what I was doing just to see what's going on
Did
there.
you see that? We take him to the Kravis Center and he's on stage. And
Rank in order on the show. Who would you be the most to least excited to see?
Okay, this is good. I would really get into this. Okay, I think I would most like to watch Jbird poop.
yeah, I agree.
Jbird's number
He's
one.
What?
Because he
I
just
don't know.
does weird stuff.
I just want to see what goes down.
He's always doing
Yeah,
something
right.
odd.
What's happening?
I feel like on the toilet, he's going to be no different than he is in
Yeah.
real life. There's going to be some theatrics.
I'd be oddly fascinated. In fact, I think he's the only one on the show I care to watch poo.
No, I think I want to watch Suits.
I know you do. She does. I knew she was going to say Suits. I knew Suits, pun intended, was number 2.
Well, you know, he could be Jbird's opening act. Like a concert.
How many listeners did we get to that? How many KVJ Nationers come out to that event?
I think we get hundreds.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's it. There's no other entertainment. You come in, you sit down, you watch Suits poo, and then Jbird comes out for the grand finale, and then you go home.
It's an odd group, but we have cocktails, and I think we get hundreds of people there.
Do you really do you share her enthusiasm with the numbers?
Yeah, I think oddly enough we would. And we could have a concession stand where we only serve Raisinets.
And the drink, only mudslides.
That's right.
You're right. That event doesn't do.
It doesn't.
It brings people.
I'm sad. I'm sad to say that's not our worst event ever.
No. Oh, we've done way worse.
2 show members pooping is not going to be the worst KVJ event.